Hi, hello. So, this is the first part of the first PDF, and the idea is to create these in the final is to have this PDF. Okay, um, in this part, what are our goals? Our goals first is to create this document, a document, okay, and then build the main structure for our final PDF, that is this one, okay. So what I mean with main structure is create a section where we will build the header, okay, this is the header, another section to build the body, okay, this part, and another section to build the footer, okay. One important thing to say is I will use Visual Studio Code to edit the code here, okay. My version of Visual Studio Code is 1.54, okay, Visual Studio Code 1.54. Here in the extensions I have installed, this one is required, the Python extension from Microsoft, okay. What more? Before I forget, go here to the terminal, new terminal, okay, and my Python version is 3.8.6, okay. So Python version 3.8.6. What else? Of course, since we will use ReportLab, we should pip install ReportLab, okay. We should pip install ReportLab. I will not install ReportLab because I already have it installed, okay. Let me do here a pip list. My ReportLab version is this one, okay, 3.5.59, okay, 3.5.59. What else? One important thing, our final PDF will have images, okay, and I notice some people reporting problems with ReportLab loading images, and if you have any problem with that, you should install Pillow, okay. You should install Pillow, and again, it's very easy to install Pillow, pip install Pillow, just like that, okay. Hit enter and it will do the magic for you, okay. So let's get started. Let's start doing things. First I will create here a file. So right click, new file. I will call it program.py. Oops, py. Okay, you can call it whatever you want. You can call it whatever you want. The first thing that we need to do is import some stuff from ReportLab. So from reportlab.pdfgen, what we want to import? We want to import the canvas, okay, and also from reportlab.lib.page_sizes, we want to import the size A4, okay. After this, we can start doing stuff. Let's create a canvas. So I will call it PDF is equals to canvas dot canvas again, and we provide a string with the name for our file. So I will call it report.pdf, okay. Also we need to provide a page size. So page size is equals to A4. Okay. After this, what we need to do? We need to do pdf.save. okay, and with these 4 lines of code we are able to generate a file, okay. Pay attention here, okay. I will open the terminal and pay attention to that part, and I will run this by program, hit enter, and a new file appears, okay. Let me go to the folder and let's open, and it generates just this file without anything, even without a blank page, sorry. So let's add a blank page to this. So pdf dot show page, okay, just this. Let me rerun the script again, and let me go here, refresh, and now we have this with a blank page without anything, because we didn't insert anything yet. You notice here we have here untitled. Let's set here a title. Let's go here and set pdf.set title. I will call it Palms Auto, okay, just this. And we rerun this again, go here, refresh, and now we have here Palms Auto, okay. Okay, so now we can start doing things. Let me see. Well, the idea is to create so the first goal is okay, now we create a file, and the second goal is to create the main structure for this, okay, for our final PDF. So there are many ways to do this, okay. I personally like to use tables. Why? Because with tables it's very easy to position the elements in the document, okay, and it allows to structure the code in a way that is very well organized, so I can separate the logic of for example, for the header or for the body or for the footer, okay. The downside of using tables is we have to write a little bit more code, okay. Is just that. So first we need to import from ReportLab Platypus. We want to import the table, okay, and yes, and then I can declare a main table that is equals to table. This table will receive a list of lists, okay. And for now let me put here a string, some text, okay, just for us to see something in the PDF. The next step that we must do, the next step is write this table on the canvas, on the PDF. So main table wrap on what? On our canvas, our PDF, and then we provide the number 0 and again the number 0. And after doing this, we need to do another line of code, saying main table dot draw on what? On our canvas, our PDF, and we provide the number 0 for X and the number 0 for Y, okay. Don't worry about these 2 lines of code, okay. I will not explain these in this video. These 2 lines of code is the first time that you see in this video, in this part, and it will be the last time. Okay, for this PDF is the first time that I use this and the last time. Okay, I will do, don't worry about this, I will do another PDF where we will focus on these two lines of code, so we will repeat it over and over again. Okay, so we are ready to go. We can rerun the script and refresh, and oops, nothing happens. No, actually it happens. We have to go to the bottom left and see here our text. Okay, so one thing that you learned now without saying anything is things start from the bottom left. Okay, we will explore that in future PDFs also. Okay, let me set a border to these to the table, so we can see where the table goes. And how to do that? It's very easy. We must add a style to the table. So main table dot set style. Okay, and the style, and this will receive a list of tuples. Okay, and the first value for this tuple will be grid. Okay, and the starting cell is 0, 0. The ending cell is -1, -1. Don't worry about these numbers. Okay, don't worry about these numbers. I will explain these in this part, in this video. It is not like these that I will explain in another PDF. Okay, these two will be explained here. Don't worry. The thickness of the line is 1, and the color of the line will be red. We can pass here a red. You must write this string. I have to say, I have to repeat this over and over again. You must write this in uppercase, okay? Because if we don't do in uppercase, it will not work. Okay, so we are ready to go. Let me rerun and refresh, and our table is just this. Okay, it just uses the enough space for the text. What I want to show you more. Okay, let's add a new column. Okay, new column. Okay, and let me run, and let's refresh, and now we have new, 2 columns. Okay, we have 2 columns. Let's add a row. Let's go here, add another list, another row. Okay, oh, and also we can provide numbers, something like this. So a table cell can have strings and numbers and other things, but for now you know that it can have strings and numbers. Okay, run, refresh, and now we have this. This is the result. Let me go here. Okay. Okay, so the main idea, let me remove these. The main idea is to create a section for the header, a section for the body, and another section for the footer. And let me go here to show you an image of my idea, to show you my idea. My idea is this. I want to have a table that will occupy the entire document, and it will have 1 column and 3 rows. 1 column and 3 rows. um, the height of the header will have 20% of the height of the document, the body will have 77%, and the footer 3%. Also, I'm not showing here in the image the width, but of course the width will be 100% for all. Okay, so let's do that. First, let's learn how to set the sizes to the table. Okay, let me put here a header and another row for the body and another row for the footer. Okay, another row for the body and for the footer, and next we want to give sizes to the thing. So the table receives a list of lists, a matrix, to describe our table, and it can receive other parameters, of course. One of those parameters is the call width. Okay, call width. Let's give it 300, for example, and another one is the row heights, and let's say 400, and let's see what this does. Let's rerun and let's refresh. Oh, and now we have these. Okay, let me put these smaller, and you see here something strange. We have the footer and the body apparently have the same size, the same height, but the header don't. What's the problem here? Actually, the header have the same height of the body and the footer. The problem is it goes to outer space. It goes to the outer space. So what I want you to be aware, this is very important. If you are not aware of the correct sizes, you can send some elements outside of the document, and you will not see the elements. They will be there, and you will spend a lot of hours trying to debug and not understanding what is happening, because ReportLab don't show any warning, any error about these. Okay, so be aware of these. Okay, so let's go back and give the correct sizes, because we want something like this. Okay, so you see here, this A4 is actually a tuple, and is a tuple with two values. The first one is for the width and the second one is for the height. So if you are familiar with Python, we can do something like this. Width and height, we declare these two variables. They are equals to A4. Okay, it's just this. So the first value of A4 goes to the width variable, and the second value of the tuple will go to the height. About these call heights, call widths, we just copy and paste here the width. Okay. About the row heights, well, one thing that I want to say before continuing is, if you notice, we just put a number and it applies the number to all the rows. So, and what we actually want to do here is have different sizes, different heights for different rows. How do we express that idea here? It's very easy. We just provide a list of sizes of heights in this case. for example, let me show you. Let's say 200 for the header, let's say 500 for the body, and 50 for the footer, something like this. And let's run and see the result. Let me refresh, and now we have these. Okay, let me put this smaller. We have here the footer, we have here the body, and we have here the header. Okay, so like I was saying to you, um, let's do something like this: 20% for the header, 77% for the body, and 3% for the footer. How to do this? Well, it's very easy. Again, we go here, copy this, and let's declare here a height list that is equals to a list. Is equals to a list, and the first value of the list will be height times 20 divided by 100. Okay, actually you can do these in this way: 0.2. So height times 0.2, but I prefer to do in the other way because it's more easy to read. Okay, so I can look at this and see, oh, this is 20% of the height. Okay, so let's do for the other two. The body will be 77% and the footer will be just 3%. Okay, and then we copy this height list and go here and replace these with height list, and let's rerun this again and see the result and refresh, of course, and now we have this. Okay, we have a section for the header, a section for the body, and another one for the footer. Okay, one thing that I want to pay to call your attention is, let's go to the second image, is this. If you notice, we have a left padding and a bottom padding to the elements of the cell. What the table cell have, they have by default these paddings. And if we go here and zoom, if we zoom, we see here we have a left padding and a bottom padding. So let's remove these paddings. Okay, let's remove the paddings. How to do that? Is very easy. It's very easy. We go here to the set style and we add another style. And let's say now we want to add a style for left padding. Okay, again, I will say this again and again and again, these must be in uppercase. Okay, and then we want to start in the cell 0, 0. Okay, and I said to you that I will explain these numbers, and now is the right time. Now is the right time. Let's go to the third image, and in this image I have these x and y. Okay, and we have here x0. This is the column of index 0, and the row with y0, y1, y2. Okay, so saying the starting cell is 0, 0, I am saying x equals 0 and y equals 0. So I'm selecting here the header. Then we want to select the last the final cell, and the final cell will be this one, the footer, because we want to select the header, the body, and the footer. So the starting cell is the header, the ending cell is the footer, so the footer is x equals 0 and y equals 2. So we go here and we type the ending cell is x equals 0 and y equals 2. And of course we must provide a padding, and since we want to remove the padding, we put here a 0. It's just this. Let's run this code and see what this does. Let's refresh. And as you may see, let me zoom. Now we don't have padding in the left. So let's remove the bottom padding. Let's remove the bottom padding, and is very similar to the previous one. Instead of left padding, it is bottom padding. Okay. Well, we can do this in this way, but we can do this in another way. You see here we have -1, -1. We can do the same thing, -1, -1. And if we go to the image, you see here we have here the x have the value equals 0 or -1, and here y is equals to 2 or -1. Okay, how to explain this part? Okay, if you are familiar with Python, let me go here to the Python console and let me declare here a list with the string A, the string B, and the string C. Okay, so now we have this list A, B, C. If you want to select the C, you do something like A, and the index is 0, 1, and 2. So we provide the number 2. Hit enter and we have the C. But also we can provide the -1. With this we are saying give me the last element. And by the way, if we want to get the B, is actually almost the same thing. B is at the index 1, so index 1, or we can simply do A -2. Okay, it will give to us the element that is previous to the last one. Okay, the idea is this. And just for you to see that I am not lying to you, let's put here the number 2. Okay, the -2. So what I am actually doing is, instead of selecting the last row, I am selecting the row for the body. Okay, because -1, -2, -3. Okay, let's go here. And how to see this? Let me put instead of bottom padding 0, let's put 30. And let's rerun. And let's refresh. And now you see that the header have a big padding, a bottom padding. The body have a bottom padding, and the footer don't have padding. Okay. Well, it has a padding, but is not so big. Actually, some people can say, well, it doesn't have padding because it's inside of this row of the cell, and it's not true. Because if I put here -1, okay, so I am selecting in fact all the rows. Okay, and if I refresh this part, oh, now you see something that I want to call your attention again. Our footer have a padding, and not only have a padding, but it goes outside of the cell, of its own cell. So pay attention to this, because elements can go outside of the cell, like it happens with when we are giving the sizes to the table. it can happen when we do padding. Okay. One thing that I want to show you is these two. If we put -30, rerun, refresh, and now you see that the elements go outside of the document. They go outside, okay? It doesn't create a new page. For us, it doesn't put the elements in the new page. It simply goes to outer space. To the outer space. Okay, so let's put a bottom padding of 0. Let's save, let me rerun these, and let's see the final result. And the final result is this. Another thing that I want to call your attention is this. You can look at this and say, well, I just remove the bottom padding, but it still have a padding here. And I have to say to you, is not true. Is not true. If we go to the body, you will understand. Let me reach the body. Oh, and now we are here in the body. You see here the Y. The Y have a mini leg. This mini leg. So what this means? This means that this is not a padding. The space between the letters and here, this is not the padding. This is actually the space needed for some letters like Y to have the legs. Okay, it's just that. So we have no padding. Okay. What more? Oh, the final part. We want to structure the document, to the code. Okay, so I have here a string with the header, the body, and the footer, and this will have things in the future, complex code. And I don't want to put everything here in the program.py, so I will divide these in several files. So let me go here and create a new file. I will call it header.py. Okay, and inside of this file I will declare here, I will define here a function that I will call gen header table. Okay, I will provide, it will receive a width and a height. Okay, and for now it will just return a string saying header in uppercase for us to see that something happened. Okay, and let me go here to the program.py. We need now to import that file and the function. So from header we want to import the gen header table. Okay, and then we can call this function here in this table cell. I will provide the width. I will provide the height. The height will be actually the height list at index 0. Why? Remember, the first one is for the header, the second one is for the body, and the third one is for the footer. Oops, footer. Okay. Okay, and we are ready to go. Let me rerun this to see the result. Sorry. And now we have here the header in uppercase, and the other two are in lowercase because I didn't do anything. So let me go here to the header, copy the file, paste, and this file will be for the body. Okay, it will have a gen body table, and it will return the body string in uppercase. Okay, and this one will be for the footer.py, and it will have the function gen footer table, and we'll return the string footer in uppercase. Let me close these, and the next step go here. From body, we want to import gen body table, and from the file footer we want to import the function gen footer table. Okay, then we just need to call these functions here. So this will be the gen body table, this will be the gen footer table, and let me copy this part and paste here and paste here. This will be the index 1 for the body and the index 2 for the footer here. Okay, and let me rerun this. Okay, we are ready, we can refresh, and now we have this. Okay, so this is the we actually achieved the main goals of this part. Okay, we just created the main structure for our PDF, and now we can start doing cool stuff. Okay, one important thing that I want to call is you saw that a table cell can have strings, you saw that a table cell can have integers, numbers, and now I am suggesting that a table cell can have another table. And this is true, this is what I will do next. Also, I want to say to you that I will not start doing from the header and then from top to down. Okay, I will start doing the components of these documents from the easiest one to the complex one. So, spoilers alert, the next part will be all about the footer, okay? Because the footer is the easiest one. So we will go to this function that is in the footer.py, this function, and we will start doing things here, okay? So see you in the next video, okay? Bye. Hi, welcome back again. So in this part, what we did in the previous part first, we created the main structure for our final PDF. Our final PDF should look like this one, okay? And in this part we will do actually the footer, and the footer is something like this. Okay, very simple. We have a blue background, okay, and we have just this text, okay, centered. What more? So let's do that. Oh, first you see something. We have here the red borders. I will remove these. Okay, so let me go here and comment in the program.py. I am removing the grid red of the main table. Rerun and refresh, and is gone. Okay, now we don't have the red. And let's go to the gen footer table, okay, that is in the file footer.py, and since this is a table, we will need to import table. So from ReportLab dot platypus, okay, we want to import the table. Well, we actually it's not mandatory to this function return a table, because actually the final result will be something so simple that we could do that here in the main table. We could put here the string with the text, and and then add here the style. But is a good practice to separate the logics. Okay, so uh, because this is separated, we need to create another table. Okay, let me call here define here the res for result, and it will be equals to a table. The table receives a list of lists, and it will have here some text. And let me put here text, define here a text. It will be something. Let me copy from my where I have that string, the string. Let me copy a string. By the way, these values are just made up. Okay, um, I believe they don't go anywhere. Um, okay. Since this table just have one column, one row, we can simply provide the width and the height. And by the way, the first in the previous case, I provided the parameters, naming the parameters. Okay, I call it call widths this one and the row heights, but it was just to show you the thing. It's not mandatory to write it down here, okay, because they are in this order. Okay, so the first one is the width of the table cells, and the second one is the height of the table cells. Okay, we have these, and what we need to do next is just return here the result. Let's see what this does. Rerun and go here, refresh, and now we have here some text. Okay, we have here some text. If you want to add borders, we need to add a style. Okay, so if you remember, res.setStyle, res is our table, and the set style will receive a list, okay, of what? Tuples, again, it must be in uppercase. Okay, very important about the sorry, about the cells, about the starting cell and the ending cell. Let's go here to the support material. This is not very complex. Okay, so we just have x equals 0, y equals 0. Okay, for the starting cell, so 0 0, and for the ending cell we could put here 0 0. Okay, but is always a good practice to do like this. Okay, because imagine if for some reason you need to change these, you go here and add another column in the future. Okay, you had to go here and change. Okay, for this scenario is not a big deal. Okay, is not a big deal, but imagine that you have a lot of configurations, and you want to apply those configurations to all the columns. That will be not cool. So if you have from the beginning things like these, you don't have to change. Okay, a lot of code. So let me remove this part. Okay, so the grid style receives the starting cell, the ending cell, the width, the thickness of the line, and the color for the line. Let's say red. Okay, just to show you the thing. Okay, let's refresh, let's rerun, and then refresh. Okay, refresh, and we have here the line. Okay, it's everything. Okay, let's remove, by the way, let's remove the left padding and bottom padding. So let me go here to the code, and do you remember how to do that? Left padding in uppercase. Okay, in uppercase, the starting cell and ending cell can be these. Okay, let me copy these values here, paste here. It will be 0, and the bottom padding will be bottom padding in uppercase. Okay, uppercase. Don't forget this part, and rerun, refresh, and we have this. Okay, so what's next? Let's set the background of these to be blue. It's very easy. Let me declare, by the way, let me declare here a color, a variable that is color, and I will just call it blue. Okay, I'm doing this in this way because I want to show you something else. Let's say background for these, background for these, starting cell, ending cell. Let me close, and let's give it the color, sorry, let's give it the variable color. Okay, that is in fact blue. And by the way, just not to forget a comma. Let's rerun this and see what is the result. And now we have this blue. Okay, you see this blue is not actually this blue. Okay, so we must do other things, and that's why I wanted to have this in this way. Okay, so let me go up, because ReportLab have something else that we can import from reportlab.lib. We want to import colors. Okay, colors, and these colors is a variable. These variable colors, oops, have here several colors. For example, let's try this one. Okay, just to show you the thing. Remember, this color goes here. Okay, this color goes here. Let me rerun this and refresh, and the result, we have this result. Okay, so ReportLab have several colors by default, but also we can define hexadecimal color, and for this one I need to copy, because I don't know the code by memory. So let me paste here. Okay, and we are good to go. This is the right code. Okay, so let's refresh, rerun and refresh, and let's see the result. And we have here the blue. Okay, is the same blue. It appears that is not the same blue because the text is in black. Okay, is a optical illusion, and we have the red. So let's put the text white. Let's put the text white. How to do that? Very easy. Another style, text color, and let me copy this part. Okay, let's copy this, paste here. I will put just here white. Okay, in as a string, and let's rerun this part, this code, and let's refresh. And this is not the one that I wanted to refresh. Sorry. And this is it. Okay, so we have these. We are almost there, so the next part, what we want to do, we want to center the text not only on horizontal, but also in vertical, okay, vertically, okay. So let's go here and let's first center horizontally. So we provide another configuration that is called align. Again, uppercase, uppercase. Okay, don't forget that. Let me copy this, let me paste here, and the value for the alignment is center, okay? Center. This is for horizontal, and I think you will not see, so I have to go here. Horizontal align, horizontal line, and let me show you the thing. And refresh is not this one. Again, is this one. Refresh and is centered. Okay, as you may see, is centered horizontally, but is in the bottom. Let's center in vertically. Okay, vertically. Okay, sorry. Let me go here, and to center vertically, the configuration is not align but v align for vertical alignment. Okay, yeah, this one should be called h align, but I don't know why they call it just align. Also vertical alignment to center is not center, is middle. Okay, is middle. And vertical align. Okay, and let's run, and let's, yeah, this is the one. Refresh, and now is centered vertically too. Okay, so this is it. The footer is just this. Let me remove the grid. Okay, let me remove the grid. So we have the document clean, and for the footer is just this. Okay, the next step will be doing the other, because is the second most simplest one. You will learn how to add images, okay, and also how to I will teach you a trick to put some text over the image. Okay, so see you in the next video. Okay, bye. Hi, welcome back. So in this part, what we will do the other. Okay, let me just show you. We don't have here nothing because we didn't yet, and the idea is to have this image and this text. Okay, okay, so let's go here. We go to the gen header table. Okay, that is in the header.py. It will have a table. Okay, and let me show you the idea. So it will have a table with two columns. The first column is for the first image. The second column will be for the second image and the text. Okay, so let's do that. Let's go here. We need to import from ReportLab.platypus. We need to import the table, the class table. Also, we can define the different widths with a list. So width list is equals to a list, and the first one will have, let me see, 55, and the second one 45% of the width. So width times 55 divided by 100 and the second one is width times 45 divided by 100. Okay. With these we can declare the result that is equals to a table. The table receives a list of lists. Okay, and for now we will have here column 1 and column and another string column 2. Okay, we provide the width list. Okay, and also since I don't have here nothing, is because I will have we will have here 100% for the height. Okay, so just copy the height, paste here. Also we want to set some styles to the table. Set style, and it will receive a list of tuples. And let's go here to the footer and let's add a grid and remove the left and bottom padding. We go here, paste, let me uncomment these. Okay, and let's just return the table. Let's rerun these and see the result, and what we get is just this. Okay, we have the let me refresh this one. We have the spaces for the images. Okay, so now let's see how to insert an image. I have here in the resources folder the images. Okay, this is the second image, that is a PNG, and here is the first image, that is a JPG. Okay, we must import from reportlab.platypus, we must import the class image. Okay, and this is the time, if you remember, that I said in the first part, if for some reason you get some errors here in this part loading the images, please install Pillow. Okay, for that is very easy, pip install Pillow. Okay, just that, hit enter, it will do the magic for you, and hopefully the error will disappear. Okay, so let me remove this. Let's continue. So where was I? Loading the image. We need to define left image path that is equals to a string. Let me go here. The left image is this one. Right click on the image and copy the relative path. Okay, relative path. Paste here. So the path is okay. What more? Since the images, let me see. So we must adjust the images to the table cell. Okay, so for that, the left image width is equals to width list. Okay, index 0. Why? Because this is for the column 1 left image. Okay, and this one is for the column 2 right image. Okay, having these, we can load the image, create the image object. For that, left image is equals to image. We provide the path, so left image path. We provide the width, So left image width, and we provide the height. So since it will occupy the entire height, we set here the height. Then we can replace the left image, this string, with the left image. Okay, let's rerun this, refresh, and now we have the image. Is a little bit stretching, okay, but is how I have in the original PDF, so that's okay. Let's go to the second image. Second image is very similar to this. Let me copy, let me paste, let me remove this, right image path, oops, right image path, right image width, and right image. Let me put here the width list 1. We are selecting this guy. The path is for this one, is not the other one. Right click, copy relative path, go here to the header.py and replace the string. Okay, and what more? So the path is this one, the width is this one, the height is okay, and now we can replace the string call to with the right image. Okay, let's rerun, let's refresh. We have the image is stretching, and in this case is different from this one. Well, this one I had no concerns about the image, but this one I have, because the image is not cool. Is not cool. So we want to grow the image proportionally. So how to do that? The image constructor can receive another parameter that is the kind, and the kind is a string, and like I said before, I want it to be proportional, something like this. Okay, I don't know if I spelled it correctly. Let me see. Let me refresh, and is okay. Is okay. So I spelled it correctly. So if you want to grow the image proportionally, you do this. Okay, you use the kind parameter and you provide the string proportional. Okay. What more? Let's center the image, this image, because is to the left, and I want to center horizontally and vertically. Okay, so to center the image is very easy. We go here to the setting, to the set style of the table, and since it is the second column, we want to, do you remember how to align uppercase again, and let me copy these two, and let me change here is the second column, so the index is 1, is just that cell, so I want to select just that cell, and it's center. Okay, I want to center. So this is for horizontal alignment, horizontal. Okay, and for vertical we want to V align, and instead of center is middle. Okay, middle. Okay, Okay, let's rerun this and let's refresh, and is centered. Okay. Oh, I forgot the text. I forgot the text. Let's put the text. Let's put the text. Well, now we have here some problem. We have here a problem. Write text, and it will be auto. Okay. So we have here a problem because we have two columns, and the column just receive one element at a time. So at this moment we know that a column can have a string, a column can a table cell can have a string, a table cell can have an integer, can have tables. Also, we saw that it can have images here because we have two images. Let's see if it can have a list. Let's try. Right, list is equals to, and I will put here the right image and also the right text. Okay, the right image and right text, and let's replace here with this list. Let's see if this works, and whoa, we got an error. So what's the problem here? Is it the list? Well, it says here string object has no attribute wrap on. And just for you to see, the ReportLab errors are confusing. I just did this for you to see that some errors are confusing. And well, why this is confusing? Because we already saw that a table cell can have a string. We didn't saw that a table cell can have a list, but the error talks about the string object, not the list object. So this is confusing. Just for us to see if the problem is about the list, let's do something like, let me copy here the left image, put here, replace the text with the left image, and let's rerun, and let's nothing happened, and let's refresh. Whoa, and now we have this, and now we have this, we have two images. Okay, so the conclusion that we can take from this is the problem is not the list. The problem is a list with a string inside. So we have to find here we have to find here a way to solve this problem, because we want to have this text here. Okay. Okay, so I will undo what I did. Okay, so this right image goes here, and I remove the list. What I want to suggest here to do is this trick. Let me show the image. Well, and probably you already notice the difference. Okay, so I am suggesting with this image that we add a third column, but the third column have a width of 0. Okay, have 0 width, and we will insert the text on that column. Let's try. Let's go here to the width list, and let's put here 0. Also, let's go here, write text, and let's put here the right text. Okay, let's rerun these. Everything is okay, apparently. Let's refresh. Oh, and our text doesn't appear. We have here a problem, right? Well, why it doesn't appear? Because this column and this column are occupying the entire width of the document. And like I showed you before, the elements can go to the outer space. And this is what is happening. Let me show you. If we go here, we have now another column. To select this one, we put the x with 2 and y with 0. Okay, so let's give it a left padding for the x2 0, ending in the cell x2 y0, and and let me go up, and we will select this value, okay, with list of index 1, okay, this value, sorry, and we will say minus this value, the entire width of the second column, and let's see what happens. Let's refresh, next, and our text appears. We have here our text, okay, is hotel, okay. So okay, the next thing that I want to do is put the text a little bit bigger, okay, the font size. And how we do that? Very easy. We add here another tuple with font size. Font size. Let me select this cell, and let's say 20. Okay, 20. Let me put here a comma to not forget. Okay, let's see. Let's refresh. Is not this one. Is not this one. Is this one. Oh, now is bigger. Is the same size. Okay. Now we want to adjust the text a little bit to the right, to be more or less in the center. I already know how much it is, so I will add up 98. Oh, one thing that I want to say before continue. We use these values, okay, 20, no, this one is not the case, but in this case 0, 0, and now I have these values. What is the unit of these values? Is it pixels, or centimeters, or whatever, or inches? No, the unit that ReportLab uses for these is points. Okay, points is very important. This is very important for the future. For the future. Okay, let's see if this works. If this works, and let's refresh, and is more or less in the middle. Okay, it's not perfect, but is more or less there. Let's move it a little bit up. Okay, so let me duplicate the line and do bottom padding, and instead of these values it will be, because I already know, 40. 40. Let's refresh, rerun, and now is the refresh part, and we have our header. Let me remove the grid. So the grid, we don't need this anymore, and let's see our document clean, and let's refresh. Yeah, we have these. Okay, we have these. So our main goal, I see the images move a little bit, but I don't know why. um, but is okay. So the next part is make the body, of course, but the next part will be tough because the body is not so simple like the footer or the header. So, spoilers alert, the next part of this PDF will be make another structure to divide the things properly. So we don't want to mix the codes, and probably after that we will have to do 4 or 5 functions. I don't know. Yeah, let's see. So we will divide these. We will create another structure to have just the body. Okay, probably we will have a table with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns, 5 rows. Sorry. Okay, so this is what we will do in the next video. See you there. Bye. Hello, welcome back. So, we already did, in the previous part, we already did the footer and the header. Now it's time to do the body, okay? Like I said in the previous part, the body is actually a tough guy. It has here several things. It has here this table and this table. This is a paragraph, something that you will learn later. More paragraphs. These ones have some style. Here we have an image and paragraphs too. So let's create a structure for these. Let's go here to this function that is in the body.py, and since this will return a table, we want to, from reportlab.platypus, we want to import the table class. Okay, so we define the result that is equals to table, and the table have a list of lists. Let's set the style. Let's put here the what you already know. A list of tuples. The one that I want here is the grid, so we can see things. So let me close here and let paste. And at the end we want to return our table. Okay. Let me go here to the support material and show you my idea. So my idea is just this, okay? We will have a table with 3 columns and 5 rows. Let's do just that. Let me go here. 1 column, 2 columns, 3 columns, okay? And 1 row, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 rows. Also, Also, we will have different widths for different columns and different heights for different rows. So let me declare width list is equals to a list, okay, and the first value is width times, I forgot, 10, 80, 10, okay, so 10 divided 100 by 100 and 3 rows, so 3 columns, 10, 80, 10, okay, and we will have a width list, not this, a width list with a height times, I guess the first one was 10 divided by 100 and will be 5 rows. 5 rows. Let's see the actual values. 10, 15, 35, 30 and 10 again. So 10, 15, 35 and 30 and 10 again. Okay. So we have the width and the height for each column and each row. So we provide here. So the width list, and let me go here and copy the height list. And that's it. That's it. Let's see what we get from these. Let's see. Let's rerun. And it's not this guy, it's this guy. Refresh. And now we have here the grid, okay, the table, our table. Okay. Next, let me show you for you to understand my idea. So the first one is just text. Let's go here to the original. This one is just text, and because of that we can just go here and put here offer, okay, just that. The other four are complex. This one is a table, and this one is a table and a paragraph, and paragraphs, and an image and paragraphs. So we will create let me show. We will create a table here for the contacts, a table for the prices. This one can be just a list of paragraphs, and this one can be a table of the about tables. Okay, so I will create functions. So define, I forgot contacts table. Okay, so underscore gen contacts table. It will receive a width and also a height, a width and a height, and for now, just for now, it will return the string contacts in uppercase. So we will have more three methods like these, functions, sorry, like these, three functions like these. Paste here. So this one is with the correct name. This one will be the price list table. Okay, price list table. So let's change here, price list table. It will have the string prices. Okay, let's go to these. This one will be description paragraphs. So it will not be a table, so description paragraphs, well, just paras. And since it is not a table, we can remove these because we will not take any, for our case, we don't have any advantage. description, description, okay, description, description, and the final one I think is the about, and return about string. Let me confirm. Yes, is the about. Okay, so we have these functions and we can call these functions here. Okay, this function goes here, this function goes here, and this one is the only one that doesn't return a table, and the about table. And the about table, let's put here these, and these, and finally these. Okay, okay. The width the width is very easy. So the first value of the width list is for the left padding. Okay, the second value is for the values, sorry, and the third is for the right padding. I put double quotes, these quotes, because the truth is it's not padding, they are cells, okay? They are cells, but we are using them as padding. Let me copy. So this guy will receive these, and it will be the index 1, okay? Index 1. It will be the same for all, okay? The same width for all. Paste here. Remember, this one doesn't need, and here. And the height is is a little bit more complex. Sorry, a little bit more complex, because this value is for the offer. This is for the contacts. This is for the price list. This one is for the description, and this one is about the about. So index 0, index 0, index 1, index 2, index 3, and index 4. Okay. Sorry. So for this guy we want to select these. Okay, so let me copy, let me paste, and the index is the index 1. For the prices we want to select these, so it will be the index 2. Let me paste. I'm not, let me put here. So index 2, okay, and the last one is this one, is the index 4. Okay, so let me copy, let me paste. Yes, I'm not in front of the code, and that's it. That's it. Okay, so let's run these and see the result. Let's go here, refresh, and now we have here the texts, the offer, the contacts, the prices, the description, and the about. Okay, we have these. Next, what we want to do. So I have this image just to show you where are the elements, okay, and the x and y values. I have these, and what we actually want to do, I have this selection for what? You see here this line and this line, we want to put these lines, and this works, actually is similar to the grid, is a line below the cells. So let's define here line below, below, be under, okay, and we want to start, the starting cell will be x equals 1 and y equals 0. So starting cell x1 and y0. The ending cell, the ending cell is x1 and y1. So we go here, x1 and and y1. For the line below, we can put the thickness of the line 1, but for now I will put 5 just for you to see, because if I put just 1 you will not see, because we have these grids. Okay, so it will be 5 and it has a color. Let me define here a color, and it will be equals to colors dot, I forgot something. I have to go up. I have to go up and I have to import from reportlab.lib what I want to import. I want to import the colors, okay? Just the colors. So, having the colors, we can call the function xColor. And again, I don't remember the code, so I have to copy the code. I have to copy and paste here the code, and we are ready to go. Let's run, and is not this one, is this one, refresh, and now we have these two lines. Okay, also in the original document I have here another line. Okay, another line. We have here a problem that we solve easily. Let me show in the next image. So we are drawing lines below this cell and below this cell, and also we want to draw a line below this cell, because this cell have a cell between the other two. We cannot, with this way of expressing ranges, we cannot actually we cannot express that idea to ignore one. So we must copy this, paste, and select in just this cell. Okay, so x1 and y1, y3. Okay, so x1 is already, y3 and x1, y3. Okay, let's rerun, let's refresh, and now we have here the line. Okay, so this is set up, so we can go here and put just one. Okay, and rerun this and see the result. Well, we can see we have something here. Okay, but the red line is not very cool for some people. Okay, so the next thing we want to do, you notice here, this is the beginning of the table here in the line, but the text is to the right. Okay, so except this one, the last one. So we want to is this one, to select these, okay, these cells, and provide a left padding of 20. So let me declare here a left padding, and I'm doing in this way because in future parts we will need this in this way. Okay, I'm just giving a spoiler. But let's continue. The left padding, left padding in uppercase again. Don't forget these. the starting cell. What is the starting cell? The starting cell is x1, y0. So x1, x1, y0, and the ending cell is x1, y3. So ending cell x1, y3. And let's provide the left padding of 20. Okay, let's rerun this and let's refresh. Is not this one, is this one. Let's refresh. And now our text is have a left padding, okay, except this one. Well, it has a padding, but is the default padding of all the elements for all cells by default. Okay, next part. We are in the 4.6. Sorry. Next part, we want to format the text, the offer text. Okay, this guy you see here is bigger, is about the font size is 30. So let's go here and let's set here the font size. Font size starting in the cell is just one cell, x1 y0, so, and ending in that cell. So x1 y0, the ending cell is x1 y0, and the size is 30. Okay, now I want to show you something. Okay, let's refresh and our text goes down. Why? Because in the ReportLab some elements grow from top to bottom, and it has here a place where it starts drawing, and if we increase the text usually goes down. Okay, so we must lift the text. We must lift the text. So how to do that? You remember, of course, yes, is the bottom padding in uppercase again. Let me copy these. Well, it can be 30. Okay, 30 points. And let's see the final result of doing this. Let's refresh, and the text is up. Okay. Next, let's do a little more configurations just for you to understand these, the X and Y. So these cells don't have bottom padding, so it will start at x1 y1 and it will end at x1 y2. So we go here and let me copy this, paste here, is 0. It will start x1 y1 and x1 y2 is the ending cell. And let's rerun this and let's refresh, and they don't have bottom padding. Okay. Next, the next one is this cell. Actually, this cell have, let's say it has a bottom padding of 40. Okay, so how to go there? Let's copy here, let's paste, is 40. And what is the initial cell? The starting cell is the x1 and y3. The ending cell, since it is just one cell, it will be x1 y3. So starting cell x1 y3, ending cell x1 y3. Let's rerun this, let's refresh, and this one have now bottom padding, and this guy don't have any padding at all, so we must remove not only the bottom padding, but also the left padding. So left padding, it will be 0, it will be 0, and the starting cell A is x1 y4 and the ending cell is x1 y4 because again is just one cell. Okay, let's go here, x1 y4, x1 y4, and 1 and 4 and 1 and 4. Okay, so let's run, let's refresh, and the about don't have any padding. Okay, so the last thing that I want to do here is just to remove the grid because we don't need the grid anymore. So let's refresh, and ta-da, we have these. Okay, so the next part will be all about, so the simplest one was this one. Okay, is done already. The second simplest one is this. Okay, is an image and 2 paragraphs. You will learn about paragraphs. Okay, and then we have these is just 2 paragraphs. You will learn how to set some styles, and then we have a paragraph and a table and just a table. Okay, so the next part will be about this one, the about table. Okay, so we see each other in the next video. Okay, bye. Hello again. So this part, in the previous part, we did the structure, the main structure for the body. Okay, and we got this. Okay, this was the final result of the last part. Now we will do the about. Okay, the about is this image and these 2 paragraphs. Okay, so let's do that. Let's go here. Okay, and we will go to this function gen about table. Okay, let's go down, and is the last one. Okay, let me go here to the support material and the idea. And the idea is this. Okay, so we will have a table with 2 columns and 1 row. Okay, just like this, 20% for the first column, the width of the first column, and 80% for the width of the second column, Okay, let's go here and let's define a width list that is equals to a list, of course, and the width, the first value will be 20%, and the second value will be 80%. Okay, having these, we can define our result table that have a list of lists. Okay, the first value will be, for now, is column 1, the second value is column 2, the usual thing. Then let's set here a style to have a grid. Let me go here to the footer, let me select these, copy, go here, paste, and we are okay. And let's return the table and rerun these and see the result. Is not here, is here. And what we get exactly this. Yes, I forgot I forgot something. I forgot to give the sizes. Okay, so we go here and we provide the width list. Okay, and also the height. I'm not saying here in the picture, but the height will be 100%. Okay, is just that. Okay, let me rerun. Sorry, we refresh, and now we have these. Okay, so the next step is add this image. And just to remember you, just for you to remember how we load the image. First we need to load the image class that is in reportlab.platypus. So I go here, comma, image. Okay, very easy. And then let me minimize this, and then we can declare here an image that is equals to image. The first parameter is the path for the file. Okay, let me go here to the resources, and it will be this image, the logo paradise. Right click, copy relative path, go here, and we paste here the value. The next one will be the width. This is for the image. And the second one is for the paragraphs. So it will be the width list at index 0, and the height will be the entire height. Okay, and the next step is copy this value and replace the string. Let's rerun. Let's go here, refresh, and now we have this image. You see, the image is a little bit bigger and stretching compared with the original. So, do you remember how to do that? How to make the image more nice? Is adding the kind, saying providing the string proportional. Okay, let's rerun this and let's refresh, and what we got this. Okay, the image is in the same size, but well, we must center the image. Okay, we must center the image. How to do that? We go here to the table styles, and we add a line. Okay, align what? Let's go here. We want to select this cell, so X starting at cell X0, Y0 and ending at X0, Y0. Okay, so X0, Y0 for the starting cell, X0, Y0 for the ending cell, and the value is center. Okay, is center. Let's rerun and let's refresh, and what we got is okay. Now we have to center vertically. Okay, so how to do that? Very easy. Instead of align is v align, instead of center is middle. Okay, middle. Let's rerun and let's refresh. We got this. Is not perfect yet. Why? Because remember, by default we have the paddings. So left padding for this cell, left padding for this cell, will be 0 and the bottom padding for this cell is 0.2. Okay, let's rerun, let's refresh, and it's perfect. Okay, it's perfect. Okay, now you will learn something new, the paragraph. But before that, well, let's see. The original one have here two strings, okay? And if you remember, if I declare here a list with paragraphs, for the paragraphs I provide a string, I provide another string, I paste here the value, replace, okay? And if I run these, oh, we got this error, okay? String object has no attribute wrap on. So we must solve this in another way. Well, ReportLab have something that is called paragraphs, and we will use that. So let me go up because we need to import something from ReportLab. Oops, ReportLab. Yes, ReportLab.platypus. We want to import what? The paragraph, okay? The paragraph class. Let me copy. Let me go down. Okay. And let's define here a paragraph 1 that is equals to paragraph. It has a text. For now is just an empty string. Okay. Let me copy this, paste here, and we will have a second paragraph. Second paragraph. Let me copy here and paste here. Let me copy this and put here again. And we are good to try. Let's rerun these. We got no error. If I refresh, we will not see anything because I didn't provide any text. Okay, so let's do that. Let me copy these. Okay, this text. Let's go here to the first paragraph, and we have these. The second text is this. Is a little bit bigger, so I will put here double quotes 1 2 3 1 2 3. Okay, because I want a multi-line string. Okay, and let me put this in the next line so we can see everything, and this in the next line. Okay, just like this. Okay, we are ready to go. Let me run. Let me is not here, is here, refresh, and we got this. Okay, we have here our text. So now we must add some style to the text, because, well, this text should be bigger. Okay, this one should be bigger and this one should be smaller. Okay, and for that we can provide to the paragraph 1 and paragraph 2 another object that is a paragraph style, and we need to go again up because we need to import from styles from ReportLab. Oops, reportlab.lib.styles. Sorry, we want to import the paragraph style. Okay, just like this. Let me copy and go down, and here I will just call it paragraph 1 style that is equals to paragraph. This guy needs a unique name, so para1 is not important now, but is mandatory, okay, to use. Okay, we have these, and next I want to set the font style. So font size, font style, no, font size. I want to set the font size. The font size for this guy, for the first one, will be 14. Okay, and I go here and provide the paragraph style to this guy as a second parameter. Okay, next. No, I want to actually I want to show you something before. Let me rerun. Let's refresh. Just for you to see that the text is bigger. Let me increase, and as you can see, this text is very close to this. What will happen if I, instead of 14, I provide 24 for the size, for the font size? Let's refresh, and whoa, we got this. And the two texts are like this. What's the problem here? The problem is well, ReportLab starts drawing the paragraph starts from the top to bottom. Okay, this is how it draws, and the starting point is always the same. So when we increase the text, the size of the text, it goes down and it overlaps whatever we have down. Okay, so we have to add a space after. We need to add a space after. That is very easy. Para1 style dot space after, and let's say 15. I think is enough. 15. Let's rerun. Let's refresh, and as you can see, we have this. Okay, we have this. Is perfect. Well, let me set this to the original size, 14. Let me set the other size too. So para2 style is equals to paragraph style. We need, remember, we need to provide a unique name to the object. Paragraph2 style dot font size is equals to 8, I think. And don't forget to add as a second parameter to the function paragraph, okay, to the constructor. Okay, and we are good to go. So let's rerun this. Let's refresh, and we have this. Okay, it's perfect. Is perfect. Is a little bit, well, we must center in vertically. Okay, we must center vertically. Is not perfect yet. So how to do that? Well, the center vertically is here, and what we want to center vertically, this guy. Since we are already centering this one, we can select the entire row. Okay, so instead of starting on it starts here is okay, but it will end here. Okay, at the cell 1. Okay, x1. Okay, let's see the result. Let's rerun. Let's refresh. Okay, and now is a little bit up. Why? Again, if you remember, we have the bottom padding. We must do the same thing. We want to remove the bottom padding to the entire row. Okay, to the entire row. So let's rerun, let's refresh, and we got this. And now it's perfect. We just need to remove the grid. Okay, we remove the grid and forgot to rerun. And let's refresh. And now, yes, is perfect. Okay, it was very easy. Okay, it was very easy. So, the next part will be, since we already saw how to make a paragraph, we will explore a little bit the paragraphs. So we will do this part. Okay, it will be in the next part, it will be what? The description paras. Okay, this function. So see you in the next part. Bye. Hi, hello again. So this part is all about these two paragraphs, okay, that we don't have yet. Okay. um okay, like I said before, this is the only function in the body that will not return a table. It will return actually a list of paragraphs. And let's do the skeleton. Return paralist. Okay, this is the skeleton of this function. Okay, and we want to declare two paragraphs because we have here one and we have here the second one. Okay, so para1 is equals to paragraph, is not paragraph style, is paragraph, and it will have some text. And let me duplicate this, and this one will be the paragraph 2. By the way, let me paralist dot append the paragraph 1 and duplicate this and add the paragraph 2. Okay, the next step, of course, is adding the text. Let me copy this text, copy, and it will be a multi-line string, so 1 2 3 1 2 3, and in the middle we break, and let's paste here and shift here. Let me adjust the text so it will be, we can see everything. Okay, it ends here. The second paragraph, again, it will be 1 2 3 1 2 3. In the middle we break, and I have to copy the text. Is here. Let me copy, let me go here and paste. Let's adjust the text. Okay, the main idea the main idea of this part is for you to practice the paragraphs and learn a little bit more about paragraphs. Is not too much, is just a little bit more. Okay, so okay, we are ready to run this. Let me, is not here, is here. Let's refresh and see the paragraphs, the two. Now let's start adding some style. Okay, they have here a space. So do you remember how to do that? First, let's set the font size. I think they already have the same font size, but just to practice. Okay, let me declare here a paragraph 1 style that is equals to paragraph style. The unique name will be para1d. Let me copy this and let me paste here. It will be para2 style and para2d. Let me copy this. It will be the second parameter of the initializer, the constructor of the class paragraph. Okay, and let me copy here and paste here the style, and to define the font size is very easy. Par1 style dot font size is equals to 10. We will do the same thing for the paragraph 2. Let me copy and paste, and the space after, because we want to separate these two. So para1 style dot space after 15. Okay, let's rerun, let's refresh, and that's it. So at this point we just practice the paragraphs. Okay, now we will learn a little bit more. What we can learn here, we have to add some color. You see, this guy is blue, so we go here to the style and para1 style dot text color is equals to colors dot x color. And now is the time that I have to copy, because I never know the exact color, the exact code for the color. So this is the color. Okay, and let's, is not here, is here. Let's refresh. Now it has the same color. Okay, what is different? What is different? The difference is this text must be in bold. Okay, it must be bold. Okay, let's learn a little bit more. Okay, so we have the style. Okay, we have this object style to add some styles to the paragraph, but this object, the paragraph, is actually very powerful. Actually, it allows us to add some HTML-like tags. Okay, so for example, we want to make this text bold. We do something like this: bold, the tag bold, and it will end here. So the entire text will be bold. Okay, let's rerun this. Let's refresh, and now the text is bold. Okay, as you can see. What more? This one is italic. So we go to the second paragraph, and as you can expect, an I. We put an I. So, and here, and is italic. So let's rerun. Let's refresh. Is not this guy. Sorry. Is this guy. Okay, and what we are missing? What we are missing is this. We have a underline. Okay, so let me go here. It starts here, so for underline we do something like this. U. Okay, and let's run and refresh, and it's perfect. Okay, so you learned a little bit more. Is not too much. You learned that you can set the text color like this. Actually, we can set the text color using these tags: font color yellow. Let's try this one, and let's close here. I'm just improvising, so if anything goes wrong, I don't know. And is yellow, okay, is yellow, okay. So you learn a little bit more than I expected to teach. Let me reverse. Okay, so this is it for this part, and the next part will be, well, let me rerun to refresh. Sorry. The next part will be about the contacts, because we want to create this table. This is we have just two more parts, this table and this table. Okay, this one is a little bit more complex than this one, so I prefer to make this one. Okay, so see you in the next part. Bye. Hi, hello again. So now in this part we will do the contacts table. Okay, the idea is to place here something that is this. Okay, in the previous video, in the previous part, we did these two paragraphs, and before going to the contacts table, I want to show you something that I forgot to show. Okay, so okay, let me go here, and here in the gen body table we expand this. What I want to show is this. I want to show again the grid. Okay, show again the grid, and let's refresh. We see the grid of the body table. Okay, and as you can see, the text is inside of the table cell. What will happen if we have if we remove a part of the width, if we make the width smaller for this entire column? Let's see where are we? Is here. So instead of 80%, it will be 60%. I think is enough. And let's run, let's refresh and see what happens. And as you can see, the text adjusts. Okay, it's very cool. Comparing two strings to instead of using paragraphs, let me place this text in this string prices. This is not a paragraph, this is a literal string. So it's here. Let me remove this. Let me put here double quotes 1 2 3, and that's it. Let me pass this to the next. Oops, sorry. What I did it's not this. We were here. Okay, I think is enough just for you to see. And by the way, let's do the same thing for the paragraph. Okay, so I want to pass some lines to just one line. Okay, and that's okay. Okay, let me rerun these. Okay, and see the result. Let's refresh and let's go down. Ta-da! So as you can see, if we have a string in a table cell, it can go to the outer space. But if it is a paragraph object, it adjusts to the table cell. Okay, so this is an advantage of using paragraphs comparing with literal strings. Okay, Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you before doing our thing. So I will reverse what I just did. Okay, it's 80% is commented. Let me rerun just to see if everything is okay. And yes, it appears that is okay, so we can continue with the contacts table. Okay, the contacts table is here. Let me go here to the support material just to show you what we will do. And we will have a table with 4 columns and 4 rows, okay? And let's do just that. Let's do just that. So we have a with list, well, that has the values, I forgot, 30 30 2020. Okay, 30 30 2020. So 30 divided by 100. Let me duplicate these, and these two guys are 20. 30 30 2020. Next part, we have the height list. The height list that is equals to, the values are these, 25 25 25 and again 25, so it's everything the same. Okay, you already know these. Let's create our table object. We have a result that is equals to a table. In the table have a list of lists. For this case, let me put here declare here a matrix that is a list of lists. Okay, it has 1 column, 2 columns, 3 columns, and 4 columns. It has 1 row, 2, 3, and 4 rows. Okay, and with all of these we can copy it here, paste here, put here the width list and the height list. Okay. One thing that I want to call your attention is here. You see, the values are all the same, so we could just simply go here, copy, and paste here. No big deal, right? But imagine that in the future, for some reason, you want to change these. You want to add another column, or you want to change here the values. In this way, you have to change also here. So is a good strategy to make this in this way, because it's already there. Okay, it's just that. Next thing, let's set the style. Okay, it receives a list of what? Let me go here to the footer and let me copy these, because I want to show a grid, and let's return the result table. Let's see what we get. And what we get is just this. Okay, it's perfect. It's perfect, or not. Maybe not. Maybe it's not perfect. Let me show you. If you cannot see, let me go here to the gen body table, and I will go here to the line below. Remember, this line below is these lines. Okay, these lines, and let's put here 5, just this one, just for us to see something. It's run, let's refresh, and now we can see something very clear. Okay, remember that we shifted the values a little bit. This is the beginning of the table, this is the end of the table cell, and this is the end of the table cell. That's it. So because we shifted, the table shifted too, because it has the same size. And that's why I said, well, I will declare here a left padding 20 instead of putting here directly 20, because we need to, let me paste these to up. Let me go here, okay, paste here, and let's define here, for example, let's call it table width, tables width, something like that. And the table's width is this value, the space available, the available space minus the left padding. Okay, with this we can go here, we change here. This one will be another table, so I will change now this one. There's no problem with this, okay, because in the right side we have a paragraph in the about table. Okay, so we are done with this part. Okay, so let me close, let me rerun to see what this does, and now, as you can see, the thing is okay. Okay, it has the right space. Let me remove these because we don't need these anymore. Not remove, change the width, the thickness of the line. Okay, change the thickness of the line, and we are okay with this part. Okay, so the next part is loading the values, these values, and I don't want to write them down. Actually, we will load from here. I have here this folder, resources, and I have here tables data. Okay, this txt file have the values for that that table. Okay, this means the first row, this is the second row, the values that will be in the second row, these are the values of the third row, and these are the values for the last row. Okay, okay, so let's do the thing. For that I will declare here, let's call it data list. Data list is empty for now. Let's open a file. Let me go here, right click, copy the relative path. Okay, I will paste. Also, I want to say that I want to read the file, so I put R, and I want to refer to this as a file. And by the way, let me put here a comment, problem 1, because we have a problem and I will show you later. Okay, and then for each line in our file, if the content of the line is different of a new line character. Why? Because we have here empty lines. Okay, if it is different, what we want to do, we want to data list dot append what? The line. Append the line. And now we have a second problem. Yeah, I can put this, I will do this later. Okay. Problem 2. Okay, with this we load into these lines into a flat list. Now we want to insert the values in this matrix, so we will we will iterate this matrix position by position. Let's do that. For each r index and row in enumerate of our matrix, for each c index, column index, and column in enumerate of our row, what we want to do, we want to access our matrix. We want to access our matrix at the index, row index, and at the column index. Okay. And what we want to do, we want to copy a value from here and paste here. Copy a value from from this list into this position, okay, of the matrix. But we don't know the right index, right? So we must declare here index equals 0, and let's put here the index. Let's update the index for the next cycle. Okay, and we are cool. By the way, let me put here, we have problem 3 and 4. Oops, and 4. So if you are new to Python or to programming, this can appear that everything is okay. If you are not new, sorry for that, but I see so many people doing so many people that knows a lot of frameworks. They know Django, they know Flasks, and they know pandas and a lot of things, and I see so many people that say that know that thing, not knowing the basic stuff. So we will, how to say, I feel that I need to educate sometimes the people. So let's run and see what we get. And now we get the first problem. It says here that a lot of things and invalid argument, resources slash table data dot txt. What's the problem? Very easy. We are on a Windows machine. I am on a Windows machine, and the path is specified using backslashes. The problem is for Python, backslash and T is the code for a tab. Okay. Also backslash and the N is the code for a new line. And so what we want to do, we want to inform Python that this string is actually a raw string, so R. Okay, so we are saying to Python, this is actually a slash, this is not the beginning of the code of something. Okay, so with this we solved the first problem. So let me remove this, we don't need this anymore. Let's rerun, and well, it says now that, let me it's better in this way. It says here a lot of things. Line 93 and list index out of range, and this is what is important. Why the guy is complaining? Is the problem, oops, is the problem 3 and 4. What's the problem with this? The problem is very simple. We have here a matrix of 4 by 4, So we have 16 positions. Okay, and I said that these two fors are iterating over all the positions of the matrix, and I said also that this is one line, this is another line, this is another line, and this is another line. So this guy have just two elements, don't have four. So it means that the data list have a length of, instead of 16 positions, it has 14, right? It has 14 positions. So we will reach a state where this index will go out of the available indexes for this data list, because again this guy have 16 positions. So we have to put here something ugly, but we have to put here, if the index is equals to the len of data list, what we want to do, we want to break the for loop. And this break, and I have to enforce this part, this break is breaking this for loop. Okay, so this will solve the problem. This will solve the problem, but so the problem 3 is away. But imagine that we have another row, for example. Okay, what will happen? It will break again. It will break again because, well, it goes here, it breaks, it's the index is 14, okay, and it will break here. So this loop will break, and it will go to the next cycle of the outer for loop. Okay, so it will restart this for loop again. Okay, so again, it's not pretty. It's not pretty, but we have to put this if statement outside to break the outer for loop. Okay, and now you will say, well, we can run this and everything will work, but next we will get yes, we will get error from ReportLab. Yes, I'm correct. Okay. ReportLab have this big error, and it says here a lot of things, and gen body table, and with list, and value errors, and DSD, etc. We have this address. Well, the important part here is the last word, height. The important part here is the last word, is the height. What this means? This means that I added this. Okay, we have another row, but we didn't add here a new one. Okay, as a height for the new row. So pay attention that this list, what I want to call here your attention is this. Okay, the width list, the height list in this case, must have the same number of rows in this case, and the width list must have the same number of same number of values of the number of the columns. Okay, sorry for my bad English. Okay. Now I want to show you something. Since this is now bulletproof, let me put here some values: A, B, C, D, and let's test. And is running okay, no problem. Let's refresh this and see what we get. and we get this. Okay, is working perfectly. But we have here something strange. Not the extra line. The extra line is something that we know that we have. But I mean the text. The text is up, and this is up, and this one is not up. Why? This is strange, right? Let me undo this because we don't need this anymore. I just wanted to show you the thing, this happening, and the problem is, I think it's better to show you. Let me go here to the resources. Let me open this with Notepad++, so we can see the thing. Where is the document? Is here. Let me. Okay. So we have this. If we go to this symbol show all chars, we have here the new line symbol, and usually people forget these always, that here we have a new line, here we have a new line, another, and so forth. Okay, because of these new lines, the string that goes to the table have a new line symbol, so it makes go up because it makes a new line. It's just that. Okay, I can close these and let's go here. And because of that, to solve this problem, we must replace in the line that we read from the file the symbol new char to be with empty string. Okay, it's just this. Okay, so let's run and see the thing, because you want to see things, you want to do the PDF. Okay, yes, I forgot to remove the extra line. Okay, let's do the thing now. Okay, we have here the text is almost perfect, okay, compared with the original one. You see this line, this column, sorry, we want to align to the right. Okay, let's do that. Let's go here to the table style and let's do align. Let's do an align. Let me go here to see where we should do. So the starting cell will be x3 y0. So we go here x3 y0, and the ending cell will be x3 y3 or x3 y minus 1. Okay, so we go here x3 y minus 1. Okay, and then we say right in uppercase. Okay, in uppercase. Okay, this part is done. Let me refresh. Is not this one again. Is this one. Okay, as you can see, is aligned to the right, but it has a right padding also. So we must go here. Let me duplicate these, and let's say right padding for these this column will be 20, for example. Let me rerun this. Let me refresh, and is almost perfect. What we must do next is align the entire table to the vertical alignment to the middle. Okay, so let's go. I will copy this just for you to see the entire table is 0 0 sorry, minus 1 minus 1. Okay, so it will be 0 0 minus 1 minus 1. We want to do what? Vertical alignment, and it is not the center, is the middle. Okay, let me rerun this. Let's refresh, and we got this. Is perfect. Let me remove the grid. Okay, let's remove the grid. Let's refresh, and that's it. Okay, so it's perfect. Sorry for showing those errors, but I just needed to add some to explain these, because I see so many people doing so many bugs, so many errors. um, I cannot let it go. So the next part is doing the last part. We are almost there. Okay, so we will do this table. Okay, so see you in the next video. Bye. Hello. So this is the last part of this PDF. Okay, so we will do the prices table, and the idea is to place here this table. Okay, is just this table and also this paragraph. Okay, so let's do just that. Let's do that. Let's create the resulting table now. It will receive a list of lists. For now is just a string with nothing. I will give the width, the entire width, and also the entire height. You will understand why I will do sorry, in this way. Next, I want to set the basic style, of course. Basic style. It will receive a list of tuples, and let me copy. For this case, we want all of these three. Let me paste here and comment. At the end, we return the resulting table. Okay, you must be pro at this right now. So I said we will have a list and a table. So you will learn here that a list, we will provide here a list. No, sorry, we will have a paragraph and a table, and we will provide here a list with the paragraph and the table. Okay, so let's say elements list. Okay, let's declare these here. For now is empty list. Let me make the the paragraph. Sorry. Title para, that is equals to paragraph. The text will be these details. Okay, I just copied and paste here. Let me define a style for the paragraph. So paragraph style. Let's give a unique name. So title for prices, just these. We need to provide the style here. Okay, and we want to give the font size, the font size equals to, I forgot, I think it's 20. I hope I'm correct. Also, you learn that paragraphs have this syntax like HTML to make it bold, but I will do differently now. I will set the font name to be Helvetica bold. Okay, this is another way to do to make it bold, providing a font that is bold. Okay, the name of the font. Let me copy paste here to the list of the elements. For now is just these. Let's see if I did no mistakes. Let's run. Okay, let's refresh. Is not this one. It's not this one. I'm always doing it wrong. Don't worry about this. Okay, for now. Okay. Okay. I will remove the grid. We don't need this anymore. It will. I said to you, it will receive a table. So let's declare here the prices table that is equals to tab. No, let's do this differently. Gen prices table. So we will create another function. It will receive the entire width. It will receive the height, and the height, it can be 70% divided by 100. Okay, and imagine that this is okay already. And let's copy here, paste here, and now we will make the gen prices table, and it will be here after this. Let's define the gen prices table. It will receive a width, it will receive a height, and for now it will return a table with the string no data. Okay, no data, just for us to see something happening. Let's refresh, and we have here this. Okay, something that you already can see is the paragraph is too much near the table. So let's add a space after the paragraph, a space after to the paragraph. So we go here to the gen price list table, okay, where we have our paragraph, and we set the style space after. Let's say 15 is enough. And let's rerun just to see if this is doing what we pretend and is working. Okay, this guy will be different. We will load the data actually from a CSV file. This, okay. One question that people usually ask me a lot is what's the difference of a CSV file and a XLSX file? They are actually very different. A CSV file, the C means comma, the S means separated, and the V means values. And this means that each line have values that are separated by commas. Is just that. Is just that. This is a CSV file, the concept. So is nothing more than txt file. Okay. About the other one, let me make here something. Let me make let me save here. Save. It says here strict open XML spreadsheet. So this is suggestive, is a XML, but is not a XML. Actually, if you open these with for example 7-zip, if you extract these, actually we get a folder with many folders and a bunch of XML files here, and here is our spreadsheet. Visual Studio Code don't have. I will open these on Notepad++. Let me bring here the file. Where is the file? Is here. Let me, just for you to see. XML tools and with line breaks. This is a plugin that I installed, okay, in Notepad++. So this formats the XML. So as you can see, we have here the values, okay, the values. Okay, you just learned what is the difference, if you didn't know, of course, the difference between CSV and XLSX files. Okay, let me delete these, and let's continue. Okay, so we want to load that data. For that, we will declare here a matrix that is equals to a list. We need to go up and import something. We need to import CSV, okay? Import CSV. Let's go down. Let's go here. Let's open the file, okay? Remember, it must be a raw string. Let me copy the relative path and paste here. Let's say that we want to read the file and we want to refer to this as file, okay? Okay, and then we say our matrix is equals to the resulting list of calling CSV dot reader, and we provide the file that is the stream for the file, for our file. And then just to prevent future problems, let's say that we want to guarantee that at least it has 2 rows, okay? At least it has 2 rows, and it must have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns. So if the len of the matrix sorry, is less than 2, or the len of the matrix at index 0, it can be any column, any row, sorry, is different than 6, if it has a different number of columns than 6, we want to return no data, okay, because we will consider that the XML is not XML, sorry, the CSV file is not has not the data that we need. Okay, we are good to go. Next we can start doing our matrix, our table. Sorry, I'm a little bit tired. So we provide the matrix, okay, to the table. We provide the entire width. It's not the entire width. It's not the entire width. Sorry again. Let's go here to my drawings. So it will have 20, 20, 25, 15, 10, 10. Okay, don't forget that. So we have a width, a list, that is equals to width times 20. I said 20, I guess. 1 2 3 2 3 6 20 20 25 15, and the other two and the other two are 10. Okay, this is it. We provide here the width list, and actually let me declare here a row count that is equals to len of matrix. This give us the how many rows are in the matrix. Let's divide here the height by how many rows are in the matrix, so row count. Okay, let's give the basic styles. Reset style. It receives a list. Again, I will copy the grids. I just want the grids for now, and I will return the resulting table, and let's see if I did no mistake. Is okay. Okay, let's refresh, and we got this. Okay, so we are in the good path. We are almost there. So next we need to format the thing. Okay, the first thing, we don't want this. Okay, we don't want this these grids. We actually want another type of grid. This one will go away. It will have the color gray, and it will be a inner grid. The thickness of the line can be 0.5. Okay, and what this does this. We have this inner grid. Now let's start formatting the rest of the things. Let's go here. Let's go to the next image. So we want to set the background color for these. Okay. Yes, for these, the background color. So how to set the background color? Background sorry, starting at the cell 0 0, ending at the cell -1 0, because we want the entire row, the first row. And we will provide a color. Okay, a color, and I will declare here a color that is equals to colors, and I did with X color before, but now I will do with two color. Okay, sorry. And I will paste here a string that I don't know the code again. So let me copy and paste, and we are providing a RGBA, okay, color. If you don't know what this means, R is for reds, G is for green, B is for blue, and the A is for alpha. Okay, the alpha is for opacity. Okay, we can handle opacity with the alpha value. Okay, so we are giving the background. Also we need, because the background will be this color, then we will not be able to see the letters because they are black. So let's make them white. And I did a mistake. I changed my my keyboard settings. So the text color for this entire row will be just white. Is just that. Let's run this. Let's see the result. And is here. And we got this, okay? Also, they are a little bit bigger. And they are bold. They are bigger and bold, okay? So, do you remember? Font size will be 12. And the font name will be Helvetica bold. Helvetica bold, so it will be bold. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Let me refresh. And it's okay. It's okay. So now let's format the rest of the things. Okay, we are in these. Let's go here. So next we want to center these. Okay, not this one, these. So it will start at x1, y0, and the rest is the same. Okay, let me copy this, paste here. It will start at x1. We want to do an alignment to what? To the center. Alignment to the center. Okay, alignment to the center. So let's run this. Let's refresh, and they are aligned to the center. Next, we want to align these to the center too. Okay, so it will start at x1, y1, x1, y1. So let me just duplicate x1, y1, and it will end at x2, y minus 1, x2, y minus 1. So this will be aligned to the center. Let's take notice here, and they are aligned to the center. Also we want to align to the right something. Yes, here we want to align to the right. So x5 and y1 for the starting cell. So x5 and y1 is correct, and it will be x5 because it's just one column, and y1 y minus 1 because is to the end. Okay, and is not, of course, is not center, is right. We want to put it to the right. Let's rerun. Let's refresh, and let's see. Is okay. Okay. Almost there. Almost there. Oh, and of course, you see, we want to align to a vertically alignment the entire table. And let's do that. The entire table. So duplicate. We want to vertically alignment. It will start at 0, 0. It will end at minus 1, minus 1. And we want it to be in the middle. Okay, not the center, in the middle. Okay, almost there, almost there. Almost there. So this is what we get now. What's missing? Oh, of course, of course. We want the colors. We want the colors. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's go here. Remember, I declared here on top the row count that is equals to the len of the matrix. Okay. Let's go down because I will do a for loop for I in range starting at 1, ending at row count. What we want to do, we want to, if I module by 2, for example, is equals to 0, we declare a background color that is equals to colors dot antique white, and else our background color will be equals to colors dot beige. Okay, I don't know if I pronounced it correctly, sorry. And the next step, we can do this set style. We can do this set style. We provide a list of one tuple. That is the background. That is the background. It will start at x0 and y1. Sorry, yi. It will end at x minus 1 and yi because it's just one row, and we provide the BC color is just that. If we do in this way, let's run, let's refresh, and we got this. You see the colors are switched because I want to show you another thing. Another thing is almost there, almost there. Well, let me comment these. Let me comment this because we have another property that can do the thing for us. We have row backgrounds for the entire table, not for the entire table, for x. Let me show. X equals 0, y equals 1, it will end at x equals minus 1 and y equals minus 1. So is the entire table except the first row. And next we provide a list with the colors. Let me put here the colors. So let's run and let's refresh, and ta-da, is just this. Okay, also you can do something like this, colors dot gray. Where is gray? Let's run so you learn even more. And we have 3 colors. Okay, so this is it for the first PDF. Let me remove what we don't need and put it pretty, and let's refresh. So we have, like I was starting to say, we have finished the first PDF. I hope that you learned something with this, and that's it. Bye.